This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, talk tonight's upcoming Super Bowl, and then go through and review Rolling Stone's list of the greatest and worst halftime shows of all time. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 13 of What the Heck. I'm Colin Frederick with Jake Reese and Tyler Heck, here on a very special podcast as we sit about an hour, almost exactly before kickoff on Super Bowl Sunday.
It's the Super Podcast.
Super duper.
I was going to ask, is this the first time we've recorded on a Sunday?
I think it is.
We might have now recorded on every day of the week.
I think so.
I kind of think so.
Saturday might be the only day, but
We could do Saturday. That seems dumb that we haven't, because that's like the easiest one to.
I think Saturday
well,
is
I
the
feel
only
like
day.
Normally one of us is always busy, so we
Right.
try not to do it on a Saturday.
We should do it on a Saturday. We could have
But-
done it that one Saturday.
Which one's that?
The snow
Yeah,
snow
the snow
slumber
Saturday.
party.
2 weeks
oh, yeah,
ago.
that's true. We could have.
Last week.
Yeah, we
Should've
weren't
done it.
thinking.
It feels weird because this is like last week's recording for this week's episode, but it's this week, so now we're going to have to record twice this week to get next week's done.
It's gonna.
It's going to throw us all off.
It's fine.
And it's
Everything's
early.
fine.
It's 4:30.
Yeah,
That's
the
why
sun is still out.
That's why when we started, I couldn't say good evening because I was like, it's not evening, it's afternoon.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know when. Probably 5 o'clock is that cutoff, right?
Yeah, I think
So
so.
it becomes
Does
evening.
it change like in the summer when the sun's up until 7:30?
Nope. Still 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock.
Still evening.
It's kind of like lunchtime, you know.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
So anyway, Super Bowl Sunday is here. Two teams I don't really particularly care about, but there's some Gophers in the game, and I think that's important.
There's a couple Badgers in the game, too,
Well,
so
they probably
that's
are
fun.
bad. So
I must be. I thought it was the Buccaneers and the Chiefs.
it is, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Duh. God,
I'm just checking.
how many
I didn't know Gophers and Badgers were able to play in the
how
Super
many
Bowl.
purple eagles are in this little sucker?
Purple Eagles?
Isn't that what lacrosse is? The
Or
purple
just-
eagles.
Just the regular Eagles.
They're kind of purpley.
It's
It's
maroon.
maroon.
Oh, I'm
Whitewater's purple, and they're the Warhawks.
Purple Hawks.
Yeah, the Purple Hawks.
Close.
Speaking of that, Quinn Miners is kicking ass. Well,
He is.
He's
The
not,
gut.
He's not still at the Senior Bowl, but he was, and he kicked ass there.
I hope his nickname follows him to the NFL.
It's pretty good.
The gut.
He should just put that on his on the back of his jersey. Will they do that? Probably not. But
Maybe for his combine workout, he can put the
he
gut.
should just legally change his name.
Then they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad strategy.
Like Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, but I wish that he didn't have dreadlocks.
Yeah.
I didn't
that was a
realize
little
that at
dis-
first, and then I saw it.
Took
and I
his
was
helmet
like,
off, and we're like, whoa.
oh.
There's a little bit of a shocker.
At first, I thought it was just long, shaggy hair, and I was like, is that a fat white guy with dreadlocks? Confirmed.
It just doesn't fit. Right.
No, he was doing so well with his persona. I saw an article that was like about him being a lumberjack in his spare time, and I was like, lumberjacks don't have dreadlocks.
No, they don't. I'm surprised the lumberjack community let him get away with
I
that.
know. But anyway, he was going to be like a 6th or 7th round pick, and now is probably going to be a 2nd
Yeah.
or 3rd, so that's cool for him. Apparently, I listened to a bunch of like draft podcasts, and it sounds like his tape was like not that good. Basically, like they expect that if you're coming from a D3 school, you should be just beating the hell out of everyone on tape.
Sure.
Because they're all D3 players. And he really was just like kind of a guy until the Senior Bowl, and then he started kicking the shit out of people from like Alabama.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was impressive.
We'll see. I love the draft so much.
And he's local, too. I mean, not local like to us, but like, isn't he a Wisconsin kid?
I don't know where he's from.
I thought he was from Wisconsin.
I don't know. I guess I never really.
I thought I read that
thought
somewhere.
about it.
I
looked it up.
think that he is, but I don't know. He seems like he would
We'll
be.
have to check on that and get back to you.
We'll get back to you because we know that you care so much. Other stuff you care about that we didn't follow up on. I think Jake won the video game thing, but I actually have no idea because I never counted.
Yes, he did.
I think he did by 1.
That's dumb. Wasn't it like 3 to 2 to 2 or something
Yeah.
stupid?
It's awesome, though.
Yeah, I can't believe there's so many people out there that don't know video games.
I think that, yeah, it seems odd. But then we were supposed to split that 1 point. So
That's true.
So you each get a half
Yeah,
then, so you
so-
still lose.
Yeah,
No,
3 to 2.5 to
that
3
was
to
for
two and a
one of your
half to
votes.
2.5.
They
Yeah.
took away.
No, I got
takes
another
away
one. I
from
think
your
I had
votes.
4.
Oh,
Minus that one, I
dumb.
still had 3.
Fine.
Stupid.
3 to 2.5, 2.5.
But anyway, if you guys started playing Civ like I told you you should,
I haven't, but
I
maybe.
think that you would change your vote.
I don't have a whole lot of time, but
Dude, just it's
Soon.
fine. Do it at nighttime.
in
I
about
do it at night watching TV.
hopefully at about 10. When I get home at night, it's make dinner and sit on the couch for about 30 minutes and then go to bed.
Hey, that's 30 minutes, you know.
When it's light until 8 o'clock, then I'll probably be able to a lot easier.
I'll tell you, if you're talking about falling asleep playing it, I, the king of falling asleep at inappropriate times, can stay up and play this game. So Katie's been giving me shit for playing a bunch, because recap, I'm playing Civ 3, which came out in I don't know 2005 or something. So it's
18 years ago.
as old as me. I mean, I wasn't exactly born in 2005, but
Somewhere
close
around
enough.
there, yeah.
It's a little foggy. But she was giving me some shit, and I was like, you should be thankful that I'm playing this game because it allows us more time together. Because I can sit in the living room and play that while we watch TV, and then we're spending time together, when normally, if we're only watching TV, I'd be in bed. And that is
she
how
didn't-
video games
She
save
didn't get thankful
relationships.
then?
True story.
She did not know.
Okay.
She didn't like my logic.
By the way, Quinn Miners is from Hartford, Wisconsin.
Yep.
That's,
Huh.
yep.
Huh.
High school, Hartford Union High School. So that's pretty cool.
Good for him. Hope he gets a haircut.
Oh, we can only hope.
Man. But other people that play football at a high level are playing in the Super Bowl today. So we're going to talk about that a whole bunch.
Yep.
We're going to talk about halftime shows. Katie and I were talking about a halftime show earlier today, and that's kind of what made me think of this. Actually, we talked about a few, but one really sticks out in my brain. But before that, Tyler, what the heck? The heck? The heck? The heck? The heck?
Staying on theme with our Super Bowl talk for today.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
My question is, and maybe you guys can answer it or not, I don't know, but do you get pumped the same amount
Yeah.
for every Super Bowl as you
No.
would
Definitely
if
not.
your team was in it?
No, not
No,
even close.
1,000% no.
Big nope.
That's what I feel like you're
Hater.
you're weird almost if you can get as hyped
Y-
for
you-
any Super Bowl, even if your team's not.
Yes,
in it.
you're
For
right.
sure.
Because if your team's not in it, it should be like, well, I guess I'll watch this football game that's being played today.
Right, like I watch
Right.
playoff games
Yeah.
that I don't really care about.
But like, if the Bears were in it, like, trust me, it would be like all Bears geared out, and it'd be like a big time Bear party.
And we'd watch Rex Grossman shit the bed,
and we'd
then
watch
lose.
Devin Hester return the opening kick 101 yards for
Well,
touchdown.
Only to
I
be
don't
wasted.
remember
Only highlight of the game.
many random moments from different Super Bowls unless the Packers were in it. But I do remember that one because I was in high school and it was like one of the first times where a bunch of us, like a bunch of my friends were at some guy's house watching the game and that happened and we were all like, because most of us were Packer fans. And we were okay, I guess, if the Bears won because, I mean, that just made us look a little bit better, I guess.
Sure.
And then that happened and we're all like, maybe we shouldn't cheer for the Bears.
That was against the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So my brother Luke he's a Peyton Manning guy too, and he loved him when he went to play for the Broncos because Luke's a Bronco fan. But so I remember watching that Super Bowl game at Luke's house. He used to live over.
In Denver.
No, he did not live in Denver.
Denver, Wisconsin.
But anyway, we'd watch it in the basement, and on that kick, I of course, had on my Bears gear, and then I got up and was doing a little trash talking, and thought it was gonna be it's gonna be a landslide. We're gonna kill him.
You briefly forgot that Rex
And then
Yeah.
Grossman was
Sexy
at the
About-
Rexy came out.
I don't know. 3 minutes later, I took my Bears stuff off and sat in a corner and cried. I think for most of the game.
Even with all the dumb shit that Mitch does, I still would take him every single possible day of the week over Rex Grossman.
Did he lead us to the Super Bowl ever, Colin? No, he
No,
didn't.
Rex was god awful.
Well, hey, soon
Which-
you're
'cause-
going to have your Super Bowl quarterback.
Yep, Carson Wentz.
Wasn't Rex hurt that week?
Yeah, it's Kyle
Yeah,
Orton.
that year? Kyle Orton is the one that really saved the day.
He
And
did.
we've previously
Yes.
discussed how big of a Kyle Orton
Yes.
guy I am.
Is that what? Did you get your jersey yet?
No, I haven't found it.
Oh man.
I'm worried that it went away.
You might have to special order it
Yeah, and now it's going to be expensive as balls.
for sure.
For a Kyle, come on.
Hey, collectors.
It's priceless.
No, you just make your own. You put Orton on the back as the name you want.
All right.
That's how you get around it.
That's not real then.
Yeah.
It is real. You pick the same number and everything.
18, man. We're going to get that sucker framed in the studio.
Do you want me to sign it and just make it look like his?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
I mean,
I think anybody could make an NFL player's signature for the most part. It's just like the first letter.
a couple
and then a bunch of
letters and
squiggles
scribbles.
And
Oh,
then
there you go.
maybe a number.
Maybe yeah. Throw the number out there.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I could probably reach out to Kyle Orton. I'm betting that his fan mail has really gone down at this point in his career.
That's true.
So he'd probably be like, oh. Although Travis apparently still gets some. We're on playing Civ, and we're on video, and he held up a picture that like some little kid had drawn of him in crayon. It's pretty good. He tried to pretend it wasn't a self-portrait that he'd just finished, but I knew better.
You saw the box of crayons behind him.
Yes. Yeah, truthfully, I think I'm more interested in, like, just the camaraderie surrounding it, Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Super Bowl parties, which I'm sure are pretty much way tamed down this year.
Because Fauci said to.
Because Fauci said wear 8 masks
And be on the opposite side of your house.
right. But luckily, I've got a couple of TVs, so I was able to have you guys over.
I'll
Yeah,
be in the
that'd nice.
basement.
Hmm
I'm in the studio.
I carried one into the bathroom.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So just in case, we take turns in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Nice.
So we should be set. But that and the snacks and the low-level gambling or the high-level gambling, if you're that one guy from Houston that always bets like
Yeah.
a couple $1,000,000.
His payout this year would be pretty nice.
I'm going to get to know that guy.
I wish that I could do that.
Yeah, I suppose he doesn't care if he's losing if he's betting those amounts.
Well, that's the other thing, is if... I don't know that... God, that's got to suck, though. That has to still hurt, right?
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm
Yeah.
sure he doesn't just like throw it out there and be like, well, I'll throw it out the window of my car as I drive away. But
I can't imagine having
you
so
wouldn't
much
place a
money
bet like that.
you're willing to part with.
Right.
But you wouldn't place a bet like that if it was gonna like break you.
Right.
Like, oh my God, he can't pay his mortgage next month because he lost that bet. Like, I'm
Right.
sure it's not anywhere near that.
Well,
Right.
you hope it's not.
Sure, there
You
are
never
people.
know.
It's an addiction. I
Yep.
understand that.
1-800-BETS-OFF. If anyone out there needs help. We were just discussing, we all did a little prop bet pool with Tyler's dad, Mr. DeHeck. And Jake and I both picked a final score. Like, as the tiebreaker, Tyler was like, hey, what do you want for a final score? And we both picked over our over-under bet. Yes.
Yeah, you both went under on the prop bet sheet
And then,
of 56 and a half, and
and
then
then
your
picked
final score for the tiebreaker is over.
to be
But hey,
fair,
you're just
when I saw that text this morning, I was unprepared. And I did not, go back and look at my sheet.
I was to say you did answer fairly quickly.
I did. I
like,
just,
wow, you are
I
just
tried to
certain.
think about it, but I didn't have a copy of my sheet, so I was like, well, I think it was somewhere around
I,
here.
I guess I could have sent you a picture, or at least told you. But just makes it even better.
Yeah, you know what? Just hedging our bets. Jake and I are actually really smart gamblers, so.
Yep.
I guess we'll
If
see. in a
anybody
couple
needs
hours.
tips, let us know.
Or if anyone has $5 that they want to donate to me so I can try again. That's okay. I think we still got a little time before kickoff. I
No.
could probably.
Shut down at 4 o'clock.
Dang it.
Rats.
Yep.
Well, what else, Super Bowl guy?
Well, I was just wondering how you feel going into a Super Bowl where you don't really have any stakes in it. Are you still as pumped for the game, or is it more about
Snacks.
being around food
It's
and
the environment of
Yeah,
the game.
snacky
It's the
snacks.
snacks. Although this year you're reading a lot that the commercials aren't going to be what they normally
Yeah,
are because
that's-
a lot of companies are withholding the money and doing
Right.
something different. But it's normal years. It's the snacks, the commercials, the halftime shows, like all the fanfare.
yes?
If my team's not in it, if my team's in it, that fanfare is great. But then it's like,
There's, like,
actually,
an
I'm
extra
invested in the
level,
game.
yeah.
You know, like it means
If my-
something more.
If my team's in it, which is hard for me to imagine. I remember the last time the Bears were in the Super Bowl. But currently,
You do? You were alive back then?
I was in like 6th grade or 8th
I
grade.
was just saying, I was in
or-
high school, so you weren't that young.
No, I was aware.
I was drinking beer, so
I was drinking beer too.
Same. Oh my gosh.
I was pretty heavy into my bear fandom at that
I was
point in my
drinking
life.
beer legally. Let's say
Yeah,
that.
Me too.
So
You
was
guys
I.
were not.
My
Hard to
ID
say.
said I was.
I was at my parents' house, so
That's true. I actually wasn't drinking beer. I remember
Okay,
because I was
good.
still doing wrestling,
Okay.
so I was not drinking beer.
it
That
seems like
Super
you
Bowl.
should have. But it's hard for me to imagine the Bears being anywhere close to a Super Bowl now.
Oh, my
'cause
God.
They just want to keep the same people employed and be terrible forever.
Come on, Carson Wentz will get them to
No,
the promised
he
land.
won't.
He's
However,
not coming to Chicago.
The good news would be that they would be terrible, and then maybe they'd have another chance to fire everyone because they shit the bed
That would be
last time they
great.
didn't do that.
Plus, Carson Wentz is going to get hurt,
Of course.
which makes it even better.
Yeah, hey man, Foles, he's gonna step up for an
he-
injured
That's
Carson.
the last time.
Have you
He's
not
I
gonna
said
heard
that
step up,
yesterday.
Injured Carson Wentz, and then Nick Foles leads them to the promised land.
They came out today and said they're trying to use Foles and another offensive player and picks to get Wentz.
Yep, I did hear about that.
That is just asinine.
I
That's
don't
the
know
dumbest
why
thing.
in the hell they would do that.
Why? Right. You let this guy walk. Well, they don't care. They got Jalen Hurts. This is a different topic for a different time. Let's stick on the Super Bowl.
Okay, we can do that.
I'm too upset. Let's just keep her on moving and talk about this year's Super Bowl, the game that's now 42 minutes away, 43 minutes away. Bucks, Chiefs, not the Bigfoot Chiefs. They didn't make it this year.
So
Here's my take on it.
Tell me.
My heart, and
I
I
gotta
know
know.
I'm going to get a lot of abuse for this. I know I am. But I'm kind of a closet Tom Brady fan. And so my heart says, God, it'd really be cool to see Tom be only the second quarterback ever to win 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams. So that'd be kind of cool. And like 7 out of 10, like unheard of. Like it'd be great to see all that stuff. My gut says, come on. KC and the weapons they have, and Mahomes and Kelsey and the quick little guy that runs all over the field and nobody can ever catch him.
Cheetah.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just gonna win. I just think they're I don't know, too explosive.
Yeah, but Scotty Miller said that he's faster than Tyreek Hill.
Which
I was hoping that would be the halftime show.
I hope
Them
It's a
run-
race.
They race the length of the field.
I hope he doesn't fail a drug test because he's on something if he thinks he's faster than Tyreek Hill.
I don't know. Scotty's pretty quick.
Maybe that's why he's faster.
If ever there's a race and there's a guy
Like-
named Scotty, I always take
Like
him.
A Train.
Let's be real. Scotty doesn't
Maybe
know.
Scotty got a little hold of
Ooh,
Compound.
Compound V.
V. Yikes.
That could be.
But that also means he's already a soup, and we don't want that.
You're right.
Yeah,
He
true.
shouldn't be playing in the NFL.
No.
That's
mm-mm.
cheating.
Yeah.
Do you
Great. Another Tom Brady scandal.
except with Scotty Miller? Can you imagine paying to get to that A train race that lasted a half a second? I hope they didn't charge a lot for admission. That was the worst thing ever.
Here's like 30. It's gonna be 30 cents, but then you have to pay like $50 for a drink.
Oh yeah, which you can't even like take a sip of by the time
Race
the
is
goddamn
over.
thing's
Everybody
done.
clear out.
Like, oh, wait, what? It happened? Oh, I had to go to the bathroom.
So super.
So sorry.
My bad. I get once
So,
I get
yeah.
thinking about the boys.
I want Tampa and Tom to do it, but I just think that Casey's gonna. Tyler?
I guess I'm still not over last week.
He's too mad to talk
So-
about it.
For a while, usually I'm okay with, if Green Bay makes it close, whoever beats them, like that's who I want to win.
Not now.
And I don't know if I want either team to win. I don't really care.
Right.
Like it's going to be a good game either way, I think. But I just, for the same reason you said, Kansas City just offensively has way too many weapons, and without, I don't know who's all healthy on the Bucks defense, if they got Winfield back or not.
He's playing.
Is he playing? Okay.
Hey, Sky.
I think that helps.
Go Gophers.
Because I think it would have been
He's
a much
stud.
different
Just
game
Please know
last
he's
week.
a stud.
He
I-
is. I'll
yes.
give you that.
He's great.
Because he's.
But part of me
it's
also, for a long while, I hated Tom Brady because he was so good, and like I don't know. I don't want people to I don't want him to keep winning. But he and I do share a birthday, so I do have a soft spot for him a little bit. No, we're not the same age. He could be my grandfather.
Hey, wait a minute. He's a year older than me, and I could not be your grandfather.
Well,
You might actually be able to get away with it.
science. So I don't care who wins. I'm not going to be happy or mad either way, but I don't see how anyone can beat Kansas City right now.
I tend to agree with that. Really, all of that. If I had to pick like a team that I was pulling for, it would be the Buccaneers. I always kind of liked them, like back in the day with Warren Sapp and John Lynch and
Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
Rondé
Remember that guy?
Barber. Yeah, Mike Allstott,
Work done.
Derek Brooks.
Yeah, they were the bomb.
Just like cool dudes.
John Lynch just got inducted into the Hall of
Saw
Fame.
that.
I saw that yesterday. It's pretty
He's
neat.
pretty decent. Megatron did not play for the Bucks, but just got in.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Third player under 35.
yeah.
He's a young
And
tank.
do you guys remember who the youngest player ever to get in was?
Yeah, it's Gale.
Yes,
There's
we
classic.
learned. Good job.
Hey.
Who was the third one then? If he's the third one under 35, we have Gale, we have Megatron, and
We were just talking
I don't
about it.
know
I
the
had a
second one.
guess. The other.
I would
talking
guess
about it
Barry
last
Sanders.
night. That was my guess. It was, I guess.
but
Barry.
it's probably not.
Hard to say. He was pretty young
But
when
he
he quit
retired
playing,
pretty young.
Yeah.
and you have to be out 5 years.
Yep. I don't know.
But
I don't
it'd be cool to have the Lions have
Right.
2 of the 3 youngest because they just tank their
Right.
careers.
Because nobody wants to play
I
for
think
them.
it's especially cool because it talks about the dysfunction of the organization.
Yeah, not because the teams were terrible at that time, but
Yeah, I would like to see the Buccaneers win. I've never had a problem with Tom Brady. I think more so than anything, it's impressive in a league that's like designed to create parity that he can be so dominant. Like the league does everything possible to make all
Yeah.
of the teams 8-8.
yeah.
And the fact that he has had such success, I think, is cool.
I mean, the fact that he's gone to, in his healthy years, 50% of the time he's in the Super Bowl.
Right, that's insane. to me.
What?
So
That's
good for him. He's definitely like not playing at the level that he used to, obviously,
Sure.
because physical skills are lacking. But definitely, like I think, not as badly as like Drew Brees, for example,
Mm-hmm.
who just by the way did a badass thing. Did you see that? He took a $24
Oh, yeah,
million
saw
pay
that.
cut.
yeah.
Yeah.
Team player.
He wants them to have cap room for when he retires, so they can go trade for.
Well, and I'm
Trubisky.
sure that he's still getting lots of money.
I'm
so.
sure, yeah. They found his way into his pocket another way.
However, it looks
Probably-
really good on paper.
Was it
Yes.
Bountygate they got all that extra money for
I-
against
that's true.
Favre and the Vikings?
Yeah, they're still holding out. Speaking of Favre and the Vikings, that reminds me of Rodgers coming to the Bears. But anyway, that's gonna be
Make
great.
me an offer.
Yeah, I forgot you're an owner. Damn it.
I'll hear any offer you want. The answer will be no.
But yeah, I think that the Chiefs. I don't know. The Bucks have decent defense, but the last time these guys played in Week 12, it was like 800-0. So,
Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
so that's my pick. I picked Kansas City, but I wouldn't be mad about seeing the Bucks pull it out, especially at home with the cool cannons.
Yeah, I think that's
that-
cool. That's the first Super Bowl ever that the home team is playing in,
Mm-hmm.
or a team is playing in their home stadium.
So I can dig that. I'm curious to watch how it plays out. It seems like Tom always at least keeps it close. Like
Mhm.
his team is team's never like out of it.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't have the weapons, or that's not to
So-
say he's got a decent team, but
Yeah.
it's
The one thing he doesn't have that I think he's had in every Super Bowl is a reliable kicker. Not that their kicker's bad, but when you
Who do
go
they have now?
from
Is it
Vinatieri
Matt Gay?
and Gostowski to
Yeah.
I don't remember. I thought
I
it was
think
Ryan
it's-
Suckup, but I don't think it is him.
You know,
I think it's Matt Gay.
the other thing I think that he's been missing is that, like, safety valve. Like the last Super Bowl in 18 when they won, it was James White. Like,
Right.
nothing there, dump it to James White.
Yep.
Oh, I need this, just James White. And, like, he's always had a running back or even a little wide receiver or somebody that he could just, like, oh, they can run a 4-yard route and turn it into a touchdown of 68 yards or
Hey, Scotty
whatever.
Miller's on the rise.
He's not that same player
Scotty
yet.
Miller might have 20 touches.
Yeah,
This
And
game.
his
That's what I'm
running
pulling
backs-
for. He's great.
His running backs are not the same. Like, you can't look at any of Tampa's running backs and go, oh, that's a safety valve catching or running or anything. Like, you just
No.
don't know what you're going to get with any of them.
Which is weird when you have Leonard Fournette and
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy on the same team.
Right.
It
Past their primes.
Ronald Jones is decent, but he's like not a super special.
And he's not
back.
100% healthy either.
Right. And his name's Ronald. You know?
Oh, you told me I could call him Ronnie.
That'd be like having somebody named Clarence out there.
Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage.
There could be. There's 106 players.
All right.
One of the number
Please look at the
53.
rosters and let me know if there's a Clarence on either team. And if he's like a fast running back type. I want to talk briefly, because we got to keep this going. The game's almost on. We got food to eat. And
It's going to be a short episode. Sorry.
Yeah. Short episode. But we'll be back later this week to talk more about the game, probably. I want to talk about the prop bets. If I can find them. Oh, I got it. So we're just going to, I just want to run through these. We'll blast through them, talk about them so that it's public domain, and people can make fun of us for being wrong.
Oh, I don't remember what I picked.
Or right.
I don't remember all my picks either.
The length of the national anthem.
Oh,
Oh,
I think it went over.
Under over 120 seconds.
Pretty sure
Over.
I went under.
I went under because Eric Church doesn't seem like a real long, drawn-out guy, but also
But-
it's a duet.
Yeah, and there have been some national anthems that I've thought in the past where I go, oh, they're going to do a good job and it's going to be fine, and then everybody draws it out
Yep.
because it's the one time that everybody in the country is watching you sing, right? I mean,
Yep. I did go over, by the way. I've got my picture.
did you take a picture of mine?
Yes.
Sweet.
Wow.
I went over
You
too.
also went over.
Well, I took the under, so we'll see.
I think Jake cheated.
The coin toss. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Now I wish I could change mine. First offensive play, run or pass?
Pass.
Run.
Run.
Yes. You want run. I also want run.
I want pass. Nice. I like that it's me against you two.
Great. Now I'm going to lose.
Which team will score first?
KC.
Also said the Chiefs.
Same.
Who's going to commit the first accepted penalty?
I think I said Tampa.
I said Tampa.
You skipped one, but I said Tampa.
You skipped the one before
I
that.
skipped the one before
And
that.
yes,
The
you did
first
say
turnover
Tampa.
will be a fumble, interception, or turnover on downs.
I said turnover on downs.
I said interception.
Interception. Turnover on downs?
Somebody's going to go for it.
Right away?
Yeah. They're going to get right in that field goal range-ish.
That's true. There have been a lot more fourth down
Yeah.
tries this year. It makes sense, but
That's true.
That, hey,
interception all the way.
if I get that one, nobody else is picking it. Sometimes you got to take a chance.
Who's getting the 10 points first?
KC.
I put Tampa.
I wish that you picked neither. Weird option. No one scores 10 points.
If it's a 7-3 game.
Yeah.
Between the Chiefs and anyone seems very likely.
Yes.
Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the first half? Yes.
I
said-
put yes.
I said no.
Now for the important stuff, the weekend's first song at halftime.
I don't even remember.
Jake put Save Your Tears.
I don't even know that song.
I don't either.
I just guessed.
I put Starboy.
Oh, and this is good. We all went separate. I put Blinding Lights because that song is a goddamn jam.
After I
Makes
picked
me-
Starboy, I
damn
thought,
jam.
you know
It ma-
what? He might finish with that one.
But maybe he'll finish with Blinding Lights.
But yeah, I don't know.
Blinding
There's-
Lights makes me feel like I'm in an 80s aerobic video. I love it. So good.
Every year there's a question like this, and it's almost always the other option because there's so many other songs that they can
Right.
start with.
Yeah, but The Weeknd doesn't have that many like famous songs.
Not that are new like these, and even Starboy's not that new.
No, Starboy's old.
That's a couple years old already. So, but that's kind of why I went with it because I think he wants to bring it back.
Not a bad choice. Will The Weeknd be seen with sunglasses? Yes.
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 How many songs will be played during halftime? Under or over 8.5? I thought 8.5 was a
I thought that was a
shitload.
lot. I think I said under.
You said under. I said over.
I went under. Doesn't that seem like a lot?
It
does.
does.
We just talked
but
about he's only got 12 songs. How is he going to play
he
9 of them?
doesn't. He doesn't. He has like 5 or 6 albums out.
Yeah, but think
But,
about it.
okay.
He's not going to play shitty
half
songs.
Of, but
here's-
half of them are slow. He's not going to play the song from
Here's-
50 Shades of Grey.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe he brings Taylor Swift out. That would be
Jeepers.
huge.
What is
Okay?
that, Earned
The
It?
only reason I went
That's
over
filth. That
Yeah.
song is filthy.
the only reason I
And
went
I love
over
it.
is very rarely do they sing the whole song. They switch back and forth between all their songs.
Right.
Does that count as a full song if they only sing part of
Yeah.
it?
If it's
It
song,
still counts.
if it's there,
and
it
I know
counts.
that, but I was thinking like
But each
5.
But each halftime show goes for like 25 minutes. So even if
guess.
if he sang 8 songs on an average, let's say 3.5 minutes, he's barely at that time. But he's not going to sing 3 minutes of every song. So I think it's over.
All right.
They went with 8.5 because that has to be like an average
Probably.
over
Yeah.
the last
that's true.
49 Super Bowls or whatever.
All right, fine. Total number of players to attempt to pass over under 2.5.
I said under.
I took over.
I said under.
Somebody's gonna get
and
cute.
No. I think the cuteness. When you got two quarterbacks like these two, you ain't gonna be cute. You're gonna use Mahomes
who
and
do you
Brady,
think
and that's
throws
it.
the pass?
Sammy Watkins.
I was thinking LaShawn McCoy
Oh yeah.
because he's done it.
has
in the
thrown a
past,
pass,
and he's done
yeah.
it. He did it for the Chiefs, and now that he's in Tampa, I think they use it against him.
That'd
I
be
don't
cool.
think
I
they
still
will.
went under, but
Yeah.
I took the over. Somebody else is gonna throw one. It may not be complete, but it just has to
yep,
attempt
just has to be an attempt.
more passing yards.
I said Mahomes.
LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, did you write that in for
Yep.
other?
Yes.
Other.
More rushing yards.
I said Tampa.
Yeah, for
No, it's
it's
people.
player.
Oh.
Daryl Williams,
No.
who is not the answer.
No.
Leonard
Leonard
Fournette or other.
I
wrote
said
in
Fournette.
I wrote in Tom Brady.
That also seems unlikely, but I too took the other.
He's gonna outrush Daryl Williams, I bet.
Yeah, same. I probably will tonight as well.
On that note, I was watching SportsCenter working out yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
No, not yesterday, Friday. And they showed a stat. It was kind of funny. Most receiving yards over the age of 40. Jerry Rice has like 2,582 yards, something like that. Tom Brady has 2, and nobody else has any.
So he's second.
Over
Yeah.
40?
Over the age of 40.
There hasn't been a single player over the age of 40 to catch a pass.
I don't know. 40's old for a wide receiver.
This is stupid.
Look it up. It was on SportsCenter.
I like
I
it.
thought it was hilarious.
That's
Tom
pretty
Brady.
good.
I'm going to message every single receiver in the NFL. Larry Fitzgerald needs to play
Until he's
until he's 41.
Even that, it feels like he's 150.
That's true. He's been around forever.
sorry, that was just off track, but
I like it.
it's fun.
The most receiving yards. Any wide receiver, any tight end, or any running back.
Wide receiver.
Wide
I
receiver.
went wide receiver.
Feels like a gimme,
went
but
running
maybe
back.
it's a trick.
I did.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's like, no, I didn't.
I mean, yeah.
I
yeah,
wouldn't
you
have
did.
hated the tight end selection.
I thought about that with Kelsey.
Thought about it.
Matt. What color liquid will be poured on the winning head coach?
I think I said orange.
Yeah, you said orange. I went with the old lime/green/yellow.
I went with cream gravy.
You wrote that in other?
Yeah.
No, other's not a choice.
Oh.
I chose
Which kind of sucks, but
I chose orange.
so you both went orange out of 6 options.
Oh, it's gonna be orange.
Yeah.
Although I prefer the blue, personally.
yes.
Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter? I put yes to that also.
I put no because I think the game's going to be out of reach.
I
I
think it's
also
going to be
put
in
no.
reach, and somebody's going to be making a big push. Who's going to win?
I put Kansas
I
City.
put Chiefs.
Kansas City. Bigfoot. The combined points over under 56.5.
Well,
You
I
both
put under.
won. You
I
both
put
went
under.
I went over.
And the position of the MVP winner,
QB.
Yep, quarterback.
QB. There you have it.
Tiebreaker points. I put 34 to 24.
I think I did like 35, 31.
I can pull both of them up if you want.
Which is hedging
Jake
my
went
bet.
34-24 Kansas City. Colin went 35-31 Kansas City.
Yeah, under 56.5.
And let me pull mine up here because I don't remember. I think I went pretty close. I went 31-30 Kansas City.
Ooh, tight.
And I did that because I also picked that someone would score in the last 2 minutes.
Okay.
So there you have it. We'll check back in on those later this week and see how that all went. I'm sure we'll be.
I mean,
Keep
someone
an
in
eye on
here,
that.
either, like, there's a combo. Someone's going to do pretty well, apparently, because you went opposite of us a lot, but you and I picked a couple that were the same, too.
That's because we're smart.
So if we all do really bad, then no one did well.
Right. We'll see. I'm curious.
It'll be fun.
I seriously considered doing another one.
You should have your dad. Well, I mean, he totals them all up anyway, but you should get the report on
The three
the
of
What the
us,
Heck crew, and then we should, like, the two losers pay the winner another $5.
or 500.
Right. It's out
Well,
right now.
5 is easier, but
Wait, what did you just say?
500 each.
I don't have that kind of money. I'm saving up for a wedding.
What kind of asshole gets married? Finally, does a win change anything for Tom?
I say it does not. He's already won 6 Super Bowls out of 9.
Does a win for who?
Tom.
Tom Brady.
I don't think so. He's gonna play until he's carted off that field with
Right.
Well,
a
and
walker.
the
I don't
fact
think it
that he's
changes anything in his brain, and I don't think it changes his legacy, really.
no,
Other
he's
than
43 already,
Other than the fact that he left and went to another team
and still did it in his first year.
and shows that he was
More than a
He
system
was the
quarterback.
system.
yes.
Yeah, I don't think win or lose. I don't think I agree with what you said. It doesn't change anything in his mind. If he wins, he's not gonna be like, well, I think I'm gonna retire tomorrow.
No,
like,
he's talking about several more
yeah,
years in Tampa
he's
Bay.
thinking
Yeah.
3 or 4 or
If-
5.
I think the whole world, including Tom Brady, would be surprised if he doesn't play next year,
Right.
regardless of what happens
Yeah.
in this game,
Agreed.
unless it's like his leg falls off. And even then, I would be surprised to not see him.
He would get a
With a
prosthetic.
metal-
TB12 method,
Right.
Heal that sucker right up.
Yep.
Imagine if he would have signed with the Bears this year.
He would be watching this Super Bowl then.
They'd
Well,
been better. He'd
Allen
been-
Robinson would have had 400 catches for
Seriously.
8,000 yards.
I have a hard time feeling worse for anyone than I do for him.
I feel bad for him.
He
Yeah.
has played for only shit quarterbacks his
He-
entire career.
And kind of shitty teams.
yes.
But he can't, like, when he came to Chicago, they were supposed to be pretty good. You had, Trubisky looked good.
Right.
And so why wouldn't you go there?
Yeah.
Young quarterback.
Great
you're gonna help
defense.
bring- yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he regrets the decision, but
And then they've totally fumbled the handling of his contract. I don't
Man.
know at this point that they can pay him enough to stay.
No, I don't think
He's
they
probably
can.
like, fuck you guys.
yeah,
I'm out of
he's
here.
so salty.
Yeah.
unless they trade for Carson Wentz.
Unless Aaron Rodgers signs with them.
That's true. Take him. I don't care. He's dead anyway.
He's dead to you.
He's already got his 3 MVPs.
And he's engaged now, so he doesn't give a crap.
Two.
You didn't hear that?
Oh.
And
That was
when he
a part of
announced it
his
last night,
speech last
he
night.
announced his speech. He
Oh,
wanted to
I
thank
wasn't
his
watching.
fiance.
He just he thanked his fiance.
He threw it in
and
like
all
it
that.
was casual speak.
Who
And
is
everyone's
it?
like, "What? Who is this?" And
It's
I
some
don't know.
actress.
Yeah,
She's from
it's not anyone he's
No.
been with before. Because I
He-
was like, "Oh my gosh, was he still with Danica?" And they just faked it all. But
It seems like they've not been broken up that long.
they haven't.
Yeah, but some people always share that thing on Facebook that it's not about the time you spent together, it's about the connection.
Yep.
Sometimes a 2-week-old love can be
Yep.
stronger than a 2
I'm not gonna lie.
love.
If Aaron Rodgers took me out, I'd propose on date number 3.
3. Wow, I thought it'd be 1.
No, he's gotta earn it a little bit. Same number of MVPs. All
Oh
right.
boy. And with that,
I'm his boss, so it'd be
It's
kind of
true.
weird.
holy cow.
I gotta make sure
That's
it's not gonna get in
awesome.
trouble.
Whew, he'll try anything once, folks. You heard it here first.
I didn't say I was gonna try. I obviously can't. He's taken. Gosh,
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
I was never good when there was a goalie.
He was a football player.
I was a big
so-
open net kind of guy, and even then, yikes.
We're going to keep her moving onto the Rolling Stones list of Rolling Stone magazine's list of Super Bowl halftime performances. Apparently there are 32, so we'll start at the bottom. I just wanted to give each one a quick run through and maybe bump it up or down the list.
Okay.
Number 32, the Black Eyed Peas in 2011.
I don't.
Fergie wants Peter Pants on stage. I don't think it was at the Super Bowl.
No.
No.
Do you remember the time that she did the national anthem at the NBA All-Star game?
Yes.
And it was like a weird take on
yeah.
Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
Yeah.
She tried to be all sexy, and it was super weird.
Uh huh.
They had light-up suits. Slash was out there.
I was gonna say it was like everyone's like, who's gonna be the special or their surprise stage guest, and then it was Slash, and it was like, oh, it's gonna be cool, and then it was terrible.
the worst. Just the worst.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's that. I don't know. actually remember that show, and I remember it not being particularly good.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
But I feel like Super Bowl halftime shows tend to kind of go that way.
That was, what year was it? 2011?
The Steelers
Yep.
Steelers,
and
Packers, right?
Packers.
Yeah. So I was,
Drunk.
yes.
10 years ago.
Everything from number 31 is everything from 1967 to 1989. Oh, that's a nice picture, though.
Right, because they started with the music in 90, right?
Before the 90s, the Super Bowl
Yeah.
honchos had no idea they could turn the halftime show into part of the event, so it was just a bathroom break. 24 of them were a low-budget blur of college marching bands, Elvis impersonators, George Burns, the Rockettes, and Up With People. I don't know who that is. I'm too young.
No.
Anyway, those all suck. We'll leave them where they are.
Yep.
New Kids on the Block in 1991.
For being one of the first ones, like, I guess I'm older than you guys, so I remember that one a little bit more, and they were, like, dynamite back then.
Yeah.
I would have put them a little higher, personally.
I'd
I guess
buy that.
that's you can't compare them to what is now.
Right, because they had
As well, because
different
they had
technology.
they were
different-
doing
yeah.
what no one else had done.
Yeah, they were
Where-
like the second one ever to do
Wearing their
big
Adidas.
musical
Were they
things.
sponsored by Adidas by chance? It looks from this
Just
photo that they
just
are.
he was.
He's got triple
He's
stripe
got-
shoes.
No,
also
he's
got
the other
Mickey
one
Mouse
does
on it.
too.
And yeah, those are Adidas.
He's got some
So
Mickey
the other
Mouse,
black ones. Yep.
Yeah,
on his sleeves.
they're big Adidas people. I would move this one down because of this jester.
I
don't
think
know
that was
what-
a fan that got on
I
there.
don't know what the hell's going on behind him, and
It would
concerns
be,
me.
you know what we should do sometime is watch all of them and
Yeah.
actually rank them ourselves.
That would be awesome.
Just the
Yes.
musical ones. We do not have to watch anything from 67 to 89.
Agreed.
Yes, agreed.
Since 1990. Ooh, 2000. This is quite a lineup.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, Tony Braxton, and Tina Turner.
Sounds like it would be pretty good.
What?
I do not remember this. I was 10, so
I was 5.
actually I was only 9 if that was 2010.
The lineup of talent looks so promising, yet none of the stars did any of their actual hits. So there was nothing.
So I think it should be lower than the New Kids then.
Yeah, move them down.
That's disappointing.
Everybody who wanted to do some air drumming to Phil Collins or couch humping to Christina got thwarted by goopy ballads nobody knew.
What do you mean? It just says there, Phil did the love theme from Tarzan. Who doesn't love Tarzan?
What is that song? It's
It
good.
depends which love theme we're talking, because I feel like they're all about that.
Well, that's true.
See, this is why we gotta watch them.
Yeah, but for now we'll bump that down.
Yep.
Enrique looks great and young here.
Quite
but
It
young.
does.
What?
I don't remember that.
1992 comes in at number 28 with Gloria Estefan and Olympic figure skaters.
Doesn't sound
What?
like much.
Huh.
A winter magic pageant because the game was in Minnesota. Giant snowmen, figure skaters, and terrible dancing.
Hideous dancing imps waving hockey sticks to Queens.
Don't stop me now.
Great song choice.
It is
but
good. Okay.
Yikes.
I will bump it up because it's in Minnesota, and then bump it back down because it sounds horrible.
Can't wait to watch.
So I
these.
guess
It's
I'll
gonna
leave it
be
at
great.
28. 27. God, I always forget about how ridiculous like the lineups are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1995, Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett, Teddy Pendergrass, and Miami Sound Machine. That also sounds. That guy is straight out of a tribal
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, flew him in.
Yep. Special props.
And Patti LaBelle, didn't she make like sweet potato pie or something? Is that her that I'm thinking of?
Sure, at some point in her life she did.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also sounds terrible. All right, I can't wait till we get to the good ones.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
we should have started at like 20.
Number 26, 1990, Pete Fountain, don't know him. Irma Thomas, nope. Doug Kershaw and Snoopy.
Well, I like Snoopy,
Yeah, I'll bump that up one for Snoopy.
but other than that, it doesn't sound that great.
It ended with Snoopy dancing on a Mississippi River steamboat to When the Saints Go Marching In, which segued into Happy Birthday, Charlie Brown. What? Because Charlie Brown has exactly what the hell to do with jambalaya.
It was the
and Mardi
40th
Gras?
anniversary of the comic strip Peanuts.
Dude, I love it. It was in New Orleans.
Nolans.
All right, I love the Peanuts. What? 1997 is
Yeah,
the Blues
baby.
Brothers.
I remember that.
I do not, but
Awesome.
it sounds awesome.
Yes.
What?
I don't know how it's not higher.
Oh, and it starts off. John Belushi was dead, by the way. So that's
Dan Aykroyd, John Goodman, and Jim Belushi. Immodestly attempted soul classics. Huh. It sounds good.
Yeah.
yeah.
It sounds like they hated
Is
it
that
at Rolling
ZZ
Stone.
Top, baby.
I was gonna say
yeah.
ZZ Top
For
is
sure.
there.
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
God.
That one sounds good. I'm
Let's
bumping
not
I'd
watch
bump
the
it up.
Super Bowl tonight. Let's watch all the halftime
That's
shows.
going higher up the list.
What?
I remember this one.
Oh, this was
24,
the-
2019, Maroon 5. That was in Atlanta, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one I was just talking about with Katie today. Adam spent the whole time with his shirt off, with a giant chest tattoo.
Here's
Yeah.
here's why I think this one didn't go or isn't high on the list. Everyone wanted them to do the SpongeBob SquarePants song, so all they did was
Yes.
the intro and then cut it off before they actually did the song.
I also remember this being like just a bunch. It was just like a mess. There was a lot
Yep.
going on.
Yeah.
I love Maroon 5, but it wasn't not a great show.
Travis Scott, Big Boy. Was Big Boy the one that drove in like an old Cadillac?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yep.
He's the one half of Outkast.
When Adam Levine ripped off his tank top to flash his nipples for moves like Mick Jagger, it turned into one sad bachelorette party.
That is pretty much a good summary of what happened there. 2010, The Who.
I thought it was okay for it being the Who and them being
Old.
dead.
I'm not a Who fan, so I wasn't thrilled.
Oh, here we go. I don't remember this, but it sounds right up my alley. 1994, Tanya Tucker, Clint Black, Travis Tritt, and the Judds.
And also, looking
And
at
also,
the picture,
yeah,
Stevie.
Stevie Wonder.
How is that not a?
I think that should be higher.
Yeah.
Look at that crew.
That sounds wonderful.
I'd pay to go see that show.
They were all pretty much near their peak, except the Judds, who were in their 6th or 7th year of their farewell tour. I dig it. Clint Black got all dressed up for the
Yeah.
occasion. It'd been a better bit if he wore white all the time or something. Oh,
How is this not
2004.
higher?
This one should be all
Way
the way at
higher.
the top.
This is number one.
Top 5.
We're moving it to number
2004,
one.
Janet Jackson, JT, P. Diddy, Kid Rock, Jessica Simpson, and Nelly.
Also, I don't remember anyone other than Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah,
at
because
that
they
show.
were
Well, yeah,
doing
we-
the business.
because of the,
I almost don't remember Justin Timberlake was there.
I was too young at age 9 to probably understand the gravity of what happened here.
I remember that vividly because 2004 was before I had kids, but I remember I had meetings on Monday. I'm watching the Super Bowl in Beloit at the Superior Reese's. So there's like a minute to go before halftime. I'm like, shit, I got a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to take off. So I didn't actually see the live mishap on television with Janet and JT, but I got home, turned the game back on, and was like all the hubbub and was all talking about it in the second half. So I had to go back and rewatch it after that, of course.
Okay, I'm going to just read the last little part of this. So it says the music was mostly great, but the fallout was poisonous. The Bush administration, especially Colin Powell's son, led a hysterical crusade to demonize MTV and Miss Jackson. You could pinpoint this as the moment MTV decided to bail out of music business entirely. All around a disastrous moment for America. Also, Jessica Simpson sang.
Did I see a thing recently that Jessica Simpson lost 100 pounds?
Yeah,
Yes.
When did she gain 100 pounds to lose?
just kind of over
She-
a period of time, like
Yeah.
10 here, 15
After
there,
she stopped
20
doing
here.
that one show with the dude from 98 Degrees that she was married to briefly.
Yep,
Where she thought,
Even then, 100 pounds is a lot.
sure is.
I can lose
Yeah.
100 pounds. I just have a hard time picturing Jessica Simpson, all 5'4".
So what did she get up to, like 240 and lost 100
I
down to
still-
140?
must have.
I still picture Jessica Simpson from Dukes of Hazzard.
Same.
movie.
That's the
Yeah.
only way.
Yep.
Remember when she dated Tony? Classic.
Yeah, she was at all the games.
1998, Boys to Men. I'm not a huge Boys to Men fan.
I remember that one because I am a huge Boys to Men fan, and I was in college, and so we partied for the halftime show like
Although-
it was 1999, even though it was only 98.
A tribute to Motown. Okay,
It was pretty
I'm back
good.
in.
Yeah.
Just Smokey Robinson and the Temptations.
Yep.
All right,
Like them.
and the Four Tops.
And the Four
I
Tops.
love
Yeah.
Motown, so I'm back in. Generally not a Boys to Men guy, but I'm in on that. Fine, I'll leave it.
Move it up.
JT in 2018. This one was good.
Yeah.
I thought this one was really good.
How is it only 18?
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
that's garbage. JT
It's
is
terrible.
a great.
love
We've talked about
JT.
him multiple
He's
times.
phenomenal.
Performer, actor,
Plus,
singer,
this
whatever.
was he did the tribute to Prince, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, this was
Higher.
awesome.
Top 5.
So
Much
good.
higher.
And then remember, he was like in the stands with that one kid that got famous because he was on his phone or something the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And Can't Stop the Feeling.
Yes.
That song live is kind of a party.
Mm-hmm.
Just Live. I thought it was like that.
Yeah,
all
all
the
right.
time.
It's kind of a party all the time. 1999, Stevie Wonder and Gloria Estefan. Haven't both of those been in other ones?
Yep.
He wasn't listed as one. He was just in the picture.
He was in the picture.
but she was the one with the Olympic figure skaters.
It's interesting.
So, at least she's
they,
moved up.
they couldn't talk anyone into doing it. They had to start using
Nope.
the same people. Can't wait to
Well,
see Clint.
like Justin Timberlake's done it twice.
That's because he's the best ever.
Well, but we just talked
Agreed.
about how this one time wasn't.
Can't wait to see Clint Black again. Oh, close. Shania Twain
Oh,
with Sting and No Doubt.
that's a weird pairing. I don't
That
remember
is
that
a
one.
It
weird
is.
pairing. 2003. That's a lot of hair.
Also, how do you
Look at all that
show?
hair going on.
Yeah.
You're gonna show Shania and No Doubt, but it's not really No Doubt without Gwen Stefani.
Here
Right.
you go. Let's sum it up. Hey, let's just forget Shania showed up for this one, okay? Her performance was a career-freezing sadgasm.
Wow.
You know the star is bombing when the camera goes for close-ups of the guitar dude. Yikes. Yeah,
Sting and Gwen came to the rescue.
that sounds
That's got to be bumped down.
Message in a Bottle, good. Just a Girl, classic. Chris Berman for adding the punchline, the Sting has been on the Raiders offense. She also has peed on stage before. There's a lot of that, apparently. Apparently more than we know.
Hey,
Besides Fergie
runners
and
runners
Shania.
pee in races all the time. So
She was
long
on some
distance
show
runners.
and talked about how she knocked over a cup of water to make it seem like there wasn't a pee puddle on the stage. 2014, Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I feel like I remember that one being pretty decent, too.
I think
that
I
one's
do
pretty
too.
good.
Yeah.
Definitely a weird pairing again.
Right.
Very weird pairing, but I remember Bruno Mars and his band
Yeah.
were very good.
Yeah.
And the Red Hot Chili Peppers are what they are. Like they're good, but
Right.
they're just like
Different.
a weird pairing.
Right. Yep.
Yes. They're weird by themselves.
Yeah, I do remember that being good though. I'm into it. And no one was wearing any shirts from. That's the thing. Like
He-
Bruno's people were in suits, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers weren't wearing shirts.
But that's normal for them. They
Yeah.
never, especially the lead singer. I don't.
Right. He doesn't
he
ever.
never.
Wear a shirt.
I don't think he.
I don't
ever
think he
has
owns
ever
a shirt.
Yeah.
No.
Why bother?
Look at those
It's a waste
abs.
of
If you had
money.
abs like that, you wouldn't wear a shirt.
Especially if you're old and wearing tights.
Yeah.
I always forget that Will Ferrell's their drummer too. Diana Ross in 1996. That was before my time, and I
Eh.
don't listen to a lot of Diana Ross.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
not
me,
a big
Jake.
fan.
All right.
That
Nope.
was another
Move it down.
Packers one, though, I think.
2016. What?
Oh, Bruno Mars again.
Again, another repeater.
Wow.
2 years later. Beyonce, Coldplay, and Bruno Mars.
Sounds like it'd be a decent lineup.
Oh, this was the controversial Black Panthers performance.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. I didn't know that they let Coldplay into the Black Panthers, but
Honoring members. I'm not a huge Coldplay guy,
same.
but I do remember liking that show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Coldplay has some songs that are okay if you're in the right mood and you want to listen
If
to The Scientist.
when they put out some new stuff, if I don't know it's them, I can listen to it a lot better. And then be
Sure.
like, oh, okay, that's. But if I know it's them, I'm like, I'm just not going to listen to
Do you know
it.
who I can't listen to is U2 since they forced that album down my throat a couple years ago.
Yep.
Tom Petty in 2008.
They're
I love
probably on
Tom
this
Petty.
list.
That was probably good.
Mhm.
Tom Brady and the heart. Oh, never mind. Tom Petty.
Ha Tom. American Girl was 100% the right opening song, for sure. That's the best Tom Petty song. Did he sing Free Fallin'? I don't know. Doesn't say. Michael Jackson in 93. I'm surprised that was only 12.
Yeah, I would think it'd be higher.
Because that was like the first one that
was yeah.
elevated it.
Yep.
Yeah. Better than the college marching bands and stuff. Paul McCartney in 2005.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Good news. He didn't do Freedom. And he didn't sing A Hard Day's Night as a duet with Terry Bradshaw like he famously did at the 2001 Super Bowl. I was unaware that happened, but I'd be interested to see.
We'll look for it when we're watching all the... Well, it happened.
2015, Katy Perry and Missy Elliott.
Another unique
That's
pairing
the
right
one-
there.
Was that the Left Shark one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That all happened in the same show?
Yes.
I actually remember Katy Perry being like pretty good.
Yeah.
That was like a
I like
whole
her.
spectacle.
That was a really
I think she
good,
does pretty good
She's very
shows.
talented, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, plus
Very talented.
Very, very
White.
talented.
some would say doubly talented.
Yes, I would agree.
Plus, she was on Sesame Street once.
Didn't know that, but she
Yeah.
has
She
a
was.
child now.
Go watch that episode. It's pretty good.
The Stones in 2006.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but again, they do great shows, so I don't know
Yeah.
how you could, say it was bad or anything bad about it.
And he's got the moves like
Jagger.
He
Adam,
is the moves.
Adam Levine.
They actually have a song called that.
They do.
The moves like Adam Levine.
Yeah, they
Moves
sing
like
songs back and forth.
Yeah.
That's probably pretty good.
See, he got down to business with just 3 songs.
I dig it.
Yeah, those are just the 3 songs they're naming. And then bonus points for not... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they only played 3.
No. Esme... Oh, they did.
No.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
The network censored the line "You made a dead man come," which reminds me of what is her name?
Oh, gosh. I don't remember, but we should maybe play her sometime. Nah,
Yeah.
we should just share some links.
We'll share some links. We might get kicked off of Facebook, but it's not our fault. She
Yeah.
wrote those songs in 1933.
None of us, even most of our listeners, weren't even around then.
I would venture to say none of our listeners were around then.
It's very true. 1939.
We'll keep this moving while I'm trying to remember who we're talking about.
We do, because game time's, on us.
Coming up.
Yeah, 2017.
Lady G.
Lady Gaga.
Yep, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
good.
actually
She
remember
does
that,
good.
thinking she was really good.
Yeah, I don't like her, but I remember that being also like a pretty good performance.
Yes.
Number 7, Madonna.
Madonna.
Oh, and LMFAO.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I would put that in the
Without
same-
Madonna, that's not even on this list.
Well, it's because LMFAO, no one knows them.
That's because they're
They
bunch of
suck.
dang
Party
dongs.
rock. What?
They have
Oh my gosh.
do they have more than one song that's any
Yes.
good?
And Yes is one of them.
Springsteen in 2009. The Boss is good.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy's pirate hat, kerchief.
Maybe that was part of the
Steve
show.
the Pirate.
It might be Steve,
Steve the Pirate.
Number 5.
Aw,
this
this
is
is
the
only
one that
5?
Katie and I
Yeah.
were talking about.
Shakira and J-Lo.
I thought that was
Why is there no
fine.
picture? This is really disappointing.
I thought that like it was good, then it was like a good show, but it was so slutty.
Is that a problem?
I don't know. It just felt like kind of a lot for me at the time.
There wasn't a nipple flash.
Well, I was going to say more slutty than JT.
Somehow,
and
yes.
Justin.
Like there was a stripper pole.
But that's like they both do that, like
yeah.
in actual shows.
It's not
I don't know,
stripping.
I don't
It's
go to their shows.
Well, you should.
It's just
because
dancing.
It's pretty good. Never been, but that's what I hear.
I don't know. I don't know. You know.
that's a good line up there.
2001, Aerosmith, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Nelly, and Mary J. Blige. A third Justin Timberlake appearance.
Why is
Brittany looks angry in there.
Steven
Possessed.
Tyler looks?
He looks terrible always.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Again, putting yourself in 2001, those were like pretty phenomenal
Yeah.
Yeah,
lineup.
that was big time.
I mean,
at
right?
The time.
To put them all together.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Who was playing here?
Nelly singing.
Well, I get that.
That
but
looks like the Ravens.
the Ravens and
Yeah,
somebody.
must be.
It looks like. Well, it can't be the Patriots.
Giants?
That was my first thought. The Giants.
Has to be.
I don't know. Somebody
else
let
is
us know
red,
who was
white, and
in
blue?
the Super Bowl in 2001. 2013, Beyonce again.
Beyonce and Destiny's Child. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing bad to say about
Oh.
Beyonce.
Drop the next one down all the way.
2002, U2. They can suck it.
Maybe, but again, put yourself in 2002.
Before they started
Yes, before they started cramming
attacking
albums
people's
down your
phone
throat,
in their sleep, all of a sudden you wake
it
up and
wasn't
have
that bad.
shit music.
they're still pretty damn good in
Yeah,
2002.
I'll put them one spot above the marching bands from 1985. And of course, number
Prince,
1,
Yeah.
2007, Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what one I would put ahead of him.
Maybe number 3?
I wouldn't move him down, I don't think, but I don't think there's even one that I would put at number 1. There's a couple that I would maybe. Oh, hey, Anthem's already in. What was it? The over/under for that?
120 seconds.
137.
Yes!
Damn
Got
it!
one right.
I'm off to a bad start.
Yes.
All right,
1-0.
folks. Prince is the best. If you don't think Prince is the best, let us know who your favorite halftime show was.
We'd
But-
love to hear it.
We'd love to hear it. But for now, we're going to go watch some football. So, at least for the next couple of days, for Jake Reese and Tyler Heck, I'm Colin Frederick. Bear down some other time. Let's get the heck out of here.